Hello, folks. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about a vindictive neighbor that drives a white truck around this neighborhood. I think you probably will see this video, and I hope that you know that I know that you tore up the mirror on my husband's truck. And I'm going to be looking out for you because you probably have a little bit of damage to your truck as well. And I'm planning on getting information off your license plate and stuff like that and turning it into the cops and letting the cops know that you're out here bullying people on the highway and being vindictive and things like that, you know. I didn't know that this person that had hit my husband lived in this neighborhood. When he told me that the mirror got tore up on our truck, I assumed that it was on the interstate, you know, when he started to pass, but no, this happened right around here, folks. See how people are disrespectful and they don't have the patience to wait a few minutes for anything. They have to feel the need to use a vehicle to bully their neighbor or whatever. Well, I think that's pretty bad because I think we need a cop out here patrolling this country area out here because we have people that's going down through here too fast for this neighborhood. The speed limit is only 35 miles an hour, and I think I seen a white truck up here going past the house real fast around that curve and stuff. And one of these days, that person in that white truck's going to wind up hitting somebody's children in the truck because they're going too fast for the speed limit. But my husband didn't, everything happened so quick that he didn't have a chance to get the license plate number or nothing like that off of it. And that guy was going so fast, and I think he knew what he was doing because he probably didn't have no insurance on his vehicle. And so he knew that he wasn't going to be able to pay the damages on my husband's truck. So he hit and ran, folks. I think that's terrible that people would stoop to that level to where they feel like that they have to have a vehicle to bully people. And a person like that shouldn't be on the highway because they're dangerous to themselves and others too as well. And if they don't have enough patience, they definitely don't need to be on the road, folks. But I want to keep on the lookout now that I know it's around this neighborhood for a white truck. So if you're going up and down my road here, folks, just know that if you got a white truck, I'm going to be keeping an eye out for it and also to see if you have damages on your vehicle too, because my husband said the way that this person hit him, that it was likely that he probably had damages too. And folks, I think that's terrible that people do that kind of stuff. You know, that's a form of road rage, and a person that is mentally unstable enough to get out there and use a vehicle as a bully, they don't have no business driving, folks. They should have their license suspended and stay off of the highway and start catching a cab or a friend to take them somewhere. But I think it's sad. Everybody out here that drives, be careful out there because there's probably more than just this one person. And that's bitterness, folks. That's just anger and bitterness coming out of that person. And that's dangerous for a person like that to be on the highway. And I think I've seen a white truck go up and down through here speeding. And I'm thinking about calling the police and having the police to patrol the neighborhood because there's people out that go too fast up and down this road, and they have no business doing that because a little child could be out riding a bicycle or something like that, and they could wind up hitting the child, and that's just not good, folks. And a person that would hit and run like that, they don't have no feelings for anybody but themselves, folks. And they should be having to pay for my husband's mirror because they hit him. But that's just my theory, but my husband didn't get no information from him or anything like that, so now he's having to pay out of his pocket. I'm drinking elderberry tea for my cold, folks, in my Golden Girl cup. You can let me know how you feel about the road rage out here, folks, these days, and how people put other people's lives in danger by being I call it a bully, folks. They're using a vehicle to be a bully. You know, bullies, if they think they're not getting any attention from people around them or whatever, then they got to subject themselves to using a vehicle as a bully. That sounds a lot like a narcissist to me, folks, don't it to you? But I think it's terrible that people don't have patience anymore and that they can't wait a few more minutes, you know, because a lot of people get in a hurry to go absolutely nowhere, and it's just ridiculous, folks. And they don't realize that they're a danger to other people out here driving, especially an elderly person. My husband's an elderly man, and he has to focus all his mind on the highway anyway and make sure that he's keeping himself safe and other people around him. And, you know, when we get a little bit older, folks, our eyesight ain't the same as it always was, but my husband wears glasses, so that helps him out a little bit. But don't you think that's terrible, folks, that people do that kind of stuff? Some of them do it for just pure meanness, you know, because the person probably never was raised up in church or taught any good manners or anything like that, folks. They was probably jerked up by the hair of their head and just let to do whatever it is they want to do to bully people. But I think it's terrible. But, you know, when you're vindictive to people like that, it doesn't last. It's only a temporary thing because if that person gets out there and they get killed in a car wreck or whatever, and they've got that kind of hatred on their hearts and stuff like that, folks, there's a chance that they will answer to God for that, folks. And that could cost them eternity, folks. And I'm not talking about a good place either. But that's how people act when they don't have God in their lives. And if they wasn't raised up right, maybe their parents didn't pay much attention to them or anything like that, so they feel the need to take the anger out on other people because of it. thank you for viewing my YouTube channel, folks. I hope you guys are still enjoying my channel. And we'll get in here, we'll talk more about abuse, but if you want to talk about abuse, folks, this is a form of abuse. But they're using the vehicle to do it. And I'm not sure what the reasoning was behind this person. I don't know if they got in a hurry or if they had some kind of hateful feelings. I'm not sure what it was. But I just know that it's going to cost my husband a lot of money out of his pocket. And that's where he's going right now. He's going to take the truck up there to the dealership, and they're going to fix the mirror back. That's what helps my husband see who's behind him and stuff like that. So, it'll keep him safe and other people safe too. So he has to get that fixed. And sometimes folks, I'm sure neighbors could probably have jealous feelings too, because our truck was in good shape. It didn't have any problems with it. And it's a nice truck, It's brand new. He just bought it not too long ago. And people just get jealous and vindictive because somebody else has got something nicer than what they got. And maybe this person ain't got a pot to pee in and a window to throw it out of. That's funny, ain't it, folks? And so they feel the need to take the jealousy rage out on our vehicle. And for all I know, he might be hating on me and my husband too for some apparent reason. And maybe he was trying to hurt my husband, and make it look like an accident. But anyway, I wanted to share this with y'all, get in here and say hello to you. And I'm glad that you guys are in here viewing my channel. And I hope that you guys are enjoying my channel. And we will talk about the narcissists some more. And talk about all the things that they do. And I wanted to share this with you about this narcissist hitting my husband. Because that's what I call them when they bully other people with their vehicles. Well, thank you for viewing my YouTube channel, folks. Thank you for your subscriptions. And thank you for the nice comments that you leave. Bye-bye, folks. You have a good day.